Hello guys, welcome back to another YouTube video with Tank Reaper today on World of Tanks console. We are covering the British Tier 3 light tank, the Stuart I-IV. A pretty fun little light tank to talk about. And have the Stuart is one of the mass production light tanks during World War II, especially of the Americans of light tanks. They were given to the British. I think even the French used them. I could be wrong. There was a good bit of nations that actually used the Stuart. But let's cover some of the stats about this tank, even the commander himself. I got a different light captain commander in this tank than this one, because this is a little KV2 down here at this tier. But let's cover some of the things of this tank. The standard AP rounds have 64 meters of penetration. The APCR, which is the premium rounds, has 121 meters of penetration, and the HE has 23. Damage is 45 for both the AP and APCR, and 60 damage for, well, the HE. It has 250 hit points. It can go 60 miles per hour, and the V range is 358, and the concealment is 345. Let's cover some of the other stats in this tank. First, let's talk about the commander. I got Green Thumb, which 10% increase to vehicle camo factor when in a bush, and the situational awareness, which 6% increase to max view range, so he can spot a little more farther, which will help for the higher tiered British light tanks, especially the Manticore, I think. This, again, it's not a premium tank, so it gets 3 options of 3 different guns. A 37mm gun M5, another 37mm gun M6, or the QF 2-pounder Mark IX gun. Rate of fire of this one is 23.57. The accuracy at 100 meters is 39. Damage, we've already covered the damage, the penetration, and I carry up to 98 rounds. I mean, maybe these two guns would have been a little bit better, but I like this gun right here. The equipment, I put a advanced suppression, which track durability is 50% and corrosion is 50% or 50 plus. The improved ventilations, crew performance 5%, and advanced powertrain, which max speed 5%, max horsepower is 5% as well. Equipment or consumables, prayer kit, first aid, fire extinguisher, all the usual. I put around 88 rounds of AP, 5 rounds of APCR, and 5 rounds of HE. Never know where you're going to need those shows. And the armor. I mean, it's a light tank, so what do you expect out of a light tank? It has 6 meters of thickness of armor, which is above those tracks. In the back, right back there, if you can see it. Around 9 meters thickness, which is the top roof of the hull, the belly of the tank. Then a 10 meters thickness, which is the tracks and the gun, which the tracks acts like space armor. 12 meters thickness, which is the roof of the turret ring looks like, and the lower graces. 15 meters thickness, which is the upper graces. 19 meters thickness, which is the machine guns pole hatch, and the somewhat around the gun mantlet. It's right behind the gun mantlet. 25 meters thickness, which is the rear of the tank, the sides of the tank of the hull. 31 meters thickness, which is the sides and the rear of the turret. 38 meters thickness, which is the front of the turret and front of the hull right there. As you can see, those little bits right there. 44 meters thickness, which is the lower graces. 46 meters thickness, which is the 2 little bits on both the left and the right of the lower graces, and 150 meters thickness of the gun mantlet. So basically saying, don't shoot this thing in the gun mantlet if it's peeking over range. Shoot anywhere else, because at this tier you are probably going to bounce, especially with machine guns and autocannons. You're definitely going to bounce off the gun of this little light tank. And I think that's going to be it. I mean, here's the upgrade tree. As you see, it looks like it doesn't lead to anything. Hang on. Is this thing even in the British tech tree anymore? No, it's not. So, but still, you never know if the Wargaming is going to give this thing back out to anyone that doesn't have it. So they might actually give these things out into the season, or they might allow us to recollect these tanks again in some kind of form in the future, like World Tanks on PC. But I think that's enough talk about the tank in the garage, guys. We'll take her out, we'll see what she can do. I'll see you guys there. Hey guys, welcome back. We're on our first game with the Stuart Mark 1 through 4 on Hidden Valley. Pretty decent game this was. But what would I recommend for the Stuart, this little tier 3 British light tank, if they do bring it back out? Well, I would recommend picking it up. It's a fun little light tank to have in your garage, and with right now with the income of World Tanks, where you can buy garage slots now with, I think it's 240,000 credits. Before it was like 300 gold per garage slot. That's one garage slot. If you have, I don't know, I'm guessing maybe tons of credits, like 100,000 million credits, you could probably buy tons of garage slots that have tons of non-premium tanks in your garage. So that's something great. But what about the Stuart here? Well, I really like the Stuart. I liked it as the American tier 3 light tank, and even the tier 2. You're probably thinking, are we going to cover the tier 2 versions of tanks? We will. Just give me time. I'm trying to get to that in tier 1 tanks. But right now, new player experience would be more likely onto the tier 3. Just going slowly up here so I can spot anything. Don't see anything. I can spot myself. Somebody try to shoot me. Well, they missed. Here comes the machine gun. I do spot the Steadfast. A British, I think that's a tier 2 premium tank for the British. Yeah, it is. I think I have that thing too in my garage. I could be wrong. I could have sold it a long time ago. But I tried shooting where that guy was last located. Should I shoot him again? Miss, miss, miss. I shoot this building. Destroyed it. Don't think he knows about it. That one, I don't know where it went. That shot went right to his side of his turret. He drives forward. And here's a French light tank, or so-called light tank. That on his tracks. That did nothing. That completely bounced. That hit him and killed him because someone else shot him too. Here's the medium Mark II. Him once. Him twice. Him 3 times. And here's this guy. This guy hits my track. I hit him once. Oh, my second time hit him. My third time hitting him. He does hit me, does some damage. I hit his tracks. He does ram me. He takes out my radio operator, and I killed him. Here's the medium tank. Put one shot into him. He gets taken out by one of my teammates. Oh boy, very fast game this is. What is it? Use my lobe of gun depression. That shot completely missed. Don't know where that shot was going. That shot only hits this guy's tracks. Him, did some damage. That shot, I was aiming a little bit too far ahead. That shot actually hit. Blind hit. I spot him. He spots me again. Him right there and wipe him out. And here is the Steadfast trying to shoot me. That Emirac the Steadfast. A British tier 2 light tank. I see this little Frenchie right here. Actually, is that the French version? Yes, this is. His tracks didn't really do much damage. He's giving me some side armor, so that's good. I'm backwards, forwards. Missed that shot. This shot hit. He does bounce off me. I think he hit my gun mallet. And that shot actually pinned me, but I killed him in time. So, the pretty good game just so far this is. How many kills is that for me? I can't really tell. The Steadfast is shooting at somebody. Don't know who he's shooting at. I'm trying to see if I can get a good shot onto him. My Artie is trying to hit him too, but Artie does die in vain by a M3 Stuart, American tier 3 light tank. So I decided to go forward and try to kill the Steadfast, even though the enemy tanks are coming for our cap. At the time, I guess I wasn't focused about the cap. I hit him on the move. He's hitting me a little bit. That shot missed. And I ran right into him, leaving me onto 17 hit points. I was thinking maybe I should go back, but already got spotted and I can't leave that guy live. So, I'm going for him. I'm going for Artie. I am spotted. I think it's by the Artie. I don't know if the same one behind me wanted to shoot me, so I try to weave and dive. I'm trying to play it careful here. First, I hit Artie. He misses, so I know he's going to have a long reload. So, I'll pop out him again, and I killed him. I want to go back, but in a way, something's telling me not to go back, because even if I do, we're still going to have a pretty much an income. Midst of a bad luck. I get spotted, but I don't know what. Because I just got spotted. I should have been there, and I decided to come over here on the other side of this building to stay and try to cap. So that way, see if they try to come for me. I'm not real too sure if they are, or what's going to happen if they are going to come for me. But I become the only guy left on my team, because the other person was a bot. Giamma? That person could have been a bot. Because down here at this tier, you are going to find out that you are facing more bots than anything. I try to pull forward, see if I can detect anybody. I can't detect myself, so I'll hurry up, fall back. That person, I think, yep, shoots the building. I fire, that was shot missed. He blew off my tracks. I hit his engine. Burned my tracks, of course. Put 2 shots into that guy, but he takes me out. Italian medium tank. Down here at tier 3. A pretty decent medium tank that is. I did cover that tank in a video before. But we came 3rd. Even on for the enemy team. That was a really good game, guys. I gotta say, I had to show this game off. Even though I died and lost the game, it was really good and it had to be shown off. I was taking a screenshot of it. But if you guys did enjoy this video, please leave a like on this video and subscribe to the channel if you guys want to. And like always, guys, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye for now.